Hello, my name's Okse, but you knew that anyway. Today we are starting a new section of the channel called Idrawzit. Now, Idrawzit will involve tutorials, time lapses, Q&As, and maybe some interviews with artists. Let's see what we can do. Challenges will be uploaded weekly, and we're going to start taking this YouTube thing a little bit more seriously. Now today we're going to do the speed challenge. Now I first saw this back in the day by a guy called Marc Crilley. He's a very good artist and he's got some really good tips and tricks to do with drawing. I've also seen a guy called Draw with Jazza. You probably know him, he's very popular. And of course the box office artists. They don't know who I am, but I think they're great. So the whole challenge is that you have 10 minutes to draw a character or draw something. So you got 10 minutes, and then next you draw the same thing, you have a minute, and then the next thing you've got 10 seconds. So it's going to be a real big challenge, so I'm going to take it on board and see what happens. Okay, so here we go. Now, seeing as Logan's out at the cinema at the moment, we're going to be doing Logan in 10 minutes, 1 minute and 10 seconds. It's going to be hard, but let's go for it. Let's do this. Now, as I was doing this, I was actually narrating and talking you through my process, but now I've lost it. I've lost the audio, so I'm just going to talk through it as we're watching it. So, as you can see, I'm using Procreate with the Apple Pencil on the iPad Pro. I'm using one layer, and I'm creating Logan's form. I've got my reference on my art table over here. I've got pictures of Hugh Jackman in various poses. I've got him in the blazer and white shirt. When I say white shirt, it's not really a white shirt. It's like a dirty, worn, apocalyptic shirt. So he's wearing that, and he's quite beardy in this one. He looks a bit like, do you know, the scary mate of your dad's, the one with the beard. He looks a bit like that. But yeah, he looks really gnarly. He looks like he's been through the war. I've not seen the film yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm going to go see it with my son. And yeah, but I've seen the trailers for it and it looks bloody awesome. And he's actually doing a lot of schnick stabbing and stuff, which is great in fiction, not in real life. So as I say, I'm using the blue pencil. There's some great, Procreate is a brilliant tool for drawing. I'm very fortunate to have an iPad Pro, which is good. It's cost me a few pounds, but it's been worth it. I do all my artwork, most of my artwork on there. I do all my comic book covers on there. I'm working towards the Leamington Comic Con, so I've been doing my artwork on there. I will show you some of those images later. So as I say, I'm doing it. There you go. I'm doing the old Wolverine fist there, the Logan fist, and I'm just rotating my screen there because we're going to start doing the blade soon. There you go. There's one schnickers schnick, two schnickers schnick, three schnickers schnick, and yeah, he's just showing off his claws. What I love about this the trailer is that it looks like he doesn't heal that well now. So when he does the claw thing, you can actually see the scars of where the claws have come through, which is cool, but not cool for him obviously because it probably hurts. So, but honestly, this looks absolutely brilliant. Looks like it's been proper for the walls. So yes, I've got 10 minutes of this to do. So far, we've had 3 minutes. We've got 7 minutes left. And I'm just going to talk you through. It's really hard to talk you through something that you've already talked through, to be honest. But I'm going to try my best. So what's great is you can zoom in and out. Now I'm going to do another layer now. This is for my inks. I use a set of brushes called the Comic Book. I use one called Drucker, which is named after Mort Drucker. It's a really good set of brushes. It's very much like, just feels so real to use. Oh, I've made a mistake there, so I'm going to shrink my brush down a little bit, tad there. And I'm just working on the eyebrows here. And I like the expression of the eyes. I'm going to do him looking to the side. Makes him look a bit more grumpy, a little bit more angry, sort of thing. As I say, these brushes are really good. I can't remember who created them. If I do remember and recall, I will put them in the description below. But they are very good to use. And what's lovely about the Apple Pencil is you've got the pressure sensitivity. It actually feels like a pencil. It actually feels like an ink pen. It's really cool. So yeah, we're just bringing in some detail here. Bringing in the beard. We're 4 minutes in so far, which I'm quite chuffed with. I don't know what this image is going to look like at 1 minute. But we'll give it a go. So I'm bringing some detail in the beard there. Doing his hair. And he hasn't got the old flock of seagulls thing going on there. If you don't know what flock of seagulls is, because you're probably too young, please use Google. Google is your friend. And once you type flock of seagulls, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. So just bringing in some detail here with the blazer. Doing that, that's quite cool. And I think I'm quite doing alright for time. We're halfway through and you can tell who it is. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. Let's start working on the old schnicks. So I'm just drawing his fist in. There you go, his thumb. There. Do some knuckles there. Keeping it quite loose, really. Not trying to do something too detailed because of the obviously the time constraints on this. Just bringing in the side of his body again there. There you go, bringing his collar in. Just getting the main sort of like details in there. And I love the way you can rotate the paper or the canvas. It's pretty cool. Excuse me, that's somebody following me on Twitter. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter at Okse. And I'm also on Instagram as well. So yes, I'm just taking away the stuff behind the blades. Giving them some volume. So we've got 3 minutes 30 seconds left. We're doing all right. And I'll start putting more detail in the beard there. Do a bit of cross hatching. Do a bit of shading. There we go. And what's great about Procreate is you can do stuff like this and then just go pop. Ding, ding, ding. And pop. You might say it's cheating, but I don't think it is. If it's good enough for Todd McFarlane, it's good enough for me. I'm not saying I'm like Todd McFarlane, but it's good enough for him, good enough for me. That's all I can say. If you've not watched Todd McFarlane doing his live streams on Facebook, I do suggest that you have a look. They're pretty good, man. They're really good. Bringing some detail in the beard there. Making him look pretty gnarly. As I say, he's been through battle and he's got scars as well, which is unusual for the old Wolverine. I've not read the graphic novel. I will get the graphic novel. I will probably pop down to Spartown Comics. Now I'm taking the blue pencil away, so start more focused on the inks rather than the pencils. So I've got the basic guideline there. So we've got 2 minutes left here on this 10-minute drawing. Just bring some detail in there. 2 minutes, 2 minutes 10. Just going to fill in the gaps. Bring in the detail, but a bit of dinky dink dink. Taking some areas away, doing a few little highlights here and there. I really enjoyed doing this one. Actually, it was good fun. even though the time constraints were quite stressful. Well, it's not stressful, is it? It's just drawing in it. It's fun to draw. So we've got 1 minute 30 left. And we're just bringing in some more black here. I've got to admit, I'm really pleased with this. Not bad going for a 10-minute drawing. And then just bringing in some more detail in there. Am I? Yeah, little few details on his chest, a few buttons, a bit more shading, a few scratches. Make it look a bit gnarly. Tidy up a little bit, some little areas. Now we've got a minute left. Just doing little details. Little details that I think will help the image. Bit of dinky dink there, bit of fill. So okay, we've got a few more seconds left. We've got 20 seconds. Put a bit of shading on the back of his hand there. So we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Okay, so that was the 10-minute one. I think it turned out all right. Let's do the 1 minute session and just see how it goes. So here we go. It's going to be hard, this is. As I say, no pencils to work with. So we've already done like 20 seconds. It's very panicky, so I don't know what I'm going to do with I don't know what I'm going to do with 10 seconds. I've seen Jazza and I've seen Box Office Artists and I've seen Marc Crilley do this, and it looks great. It looks really, really cool, but I don't know. Is it the pressure? Is it the pressure? I don't know. So there we go, and fill there. Oh, too much fill. Okay, there was a little gap there. Just colour that in. And there we go. A minute. And here's the 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, that is hideous. So there you have it, the speed challenge. 10 minutes, 1 minute, and then 10 seconds. That was really hard. The last two were hard. 10 minutes wasn't so bad. Just want to say, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, because I've heard that helps us out a lot, us YouTubers. If you want to make comments below, you can do. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed. Don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified when videos are coming out. I'm going to be releasing this on Sunday, and then on Wednesdays we're going to try and do a how-to video, and then on Fridays we're going to do a Q&A. So if you've got any questions you want to ask me, you can do. Just want to show you, plug a few of my wares. I've just been doing these prints. There's one of Rogue One there. Just put that down there. Judge Dredd. Do you remember Judge Dredd? Not the Stallone one. So we've got that as well. These are all available at my website, theartofokse.com. So if you click, I'll put the link down below. We've also got a Star Wars one here. This is all done on the iPad using the Procreate, which is good fun. I've also got this one, Negan, which is pretty cool. Well, he's vile, isn't he? He's horrible. But you just hate him, don't you? You just love to hate him. And of course, beautiful Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn there. So those are available at my website. Don't forget, I do bespoke comic strips. I also do bespoke comic book covers. Pop on the website, have a look. let's have a chat. Maybe we could do something for you. Alright, thanks for watching. My name's Okse. Catch you later. Because I've got big hands.